All right, this is a lesson from February 25th, 2019 for bar graphs. So it says which sport is the most popular, which one's the least. The most would be basketball, so I was going to write b-ball. And the least was gymnastics. How can you tell which sport has the same number of students chose as their favorite? It would be baseball and volleyball because they have the same height. Which sport was chosen? Well, we already said it's baseball and volleyball. So it says, what's the total percent of students who chose these two responses? Well, first off, I need to find my total. So this will say about 55, 39. Soccer would be 45. Volleyball, again, 39. Gymnastics would be 22. You add them all up, you get a total of around 200. So 200 students in total, and 78 of them chose baseball and volleyball. And since you're trying to find a percent, you do x over 100%. So you get 200x equals 7,800. Divide 200 to both sides. You cross it off. Divide 2 into 78, and you get 39. So it'd be about 39%. All right, next one. Read the information below and use answer the questions that follow. The bar graph below shows the causes of death among Florida Panthers tracked using radio collars from March 1978 through March 1997. Which two factors account for more than half the Panthers' deaths? All right, so I'm going to figure out the number for each bar. So it'd be 13, 2, 8, 2, 1, 6, 9. And you add it up, and you get about a total of 41, I believe, or about 40. So I'm going to find half of 41, which would be 20.5. So half would be 20.5, and I want more than half. So I got to figure which one's more than half. So A says infectious disease and non-infectious diseases. So that'd be 2 plus 8, which is 10. Highway mortality and non-infectious diseases will be 9 plus 8, which is 17. Aggression and highway mortality be 13 plus 9, which is 22. And then the last one would be aggression and highway injury would be 13 plus 2, which is 15. So the only one that's more than half is C. All right, next problem. Mrs. Williamson recently gave her a class a test. The results are shown in the histogram below. Which of the following statements is true about Miss Williamson's class? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out the number for each bar. So it'll be 1, 3, 6, 7, 10. Now I can use this information to help me figure out which one's true. So F says the number of students who scored between 50 and 70. Well, between 50 and 70, that's 4 students. So I'm going to write a 4 above it. And on the test is equal to the number of students who scored between 70 and 80. 70 and 80 is 6. So it says, is 4 equal to 6? No, so that's not true. Most students scored below an 80 on the test. Well, below an 80 is 10, and above an 80 is 17. That's not true. H, 4 students scored below a 70 on the test. That is true, because 1 plus 3 is 4. And then J says 7 students scored above an 80 on the test. Well, technically 7 students plus another 10 students scored above an 80, so a total of 17. So that was false. That was trying to trick you. Okay, last one. Mary surveyed 55 people to find out their favorite type of music. The results are shown in the bar graph. Based on the information in the graph, which type of music was chosen by 40% of the people surveyed? So, 15 chose country, jazz was 12, opera was 10, and rock is 18. So I have a survey of 55 people. So I want to find 40% of 55. So I'm going to do 40% over 100%. I'm going to do x over 55. The x will represent the number of people who chose 40% of the people who chose the music. So I cross multiply, you get 100x equals 2200. You divide by 100, you get 22. So 40% is 22 people. So I got to figure out which one of these answer choices adds up to 22. So country and opera is 15 plus 10, which is 25. So that's wrong. Jazz and opera would be 12 plus 10, which is 22. So that's correct. Jazz is 12, opera is 10, and then rock is 18. So that'd be 40. And then country is 15, plus jazz is 12, plus rock is 18. So it'd be 27 plus 18, which I already know is off. So that'd be wrong. So the answer would be G. Now, a lot of people would have chosen H because it adds up to 40, but that's 40 people. I wanted a 40%. So that's the reason why the answer is G. Okay, thank you guys.